a little miffed after the interception throw on Saturday.
Yeah.
When you have a mistake like that, what are the conversations like with Coach Day?
It's real respectful. We had a conversation about the interception and just told him my mindset on it and why I did it. And he didn't like it, of course, but we got over it.
You haven't thrown a lot of interceptions, obviously, this year.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you handled that? What maybe caused that throw, or what was your explanation there to Coach Day?
This is out of frustration throwing that. I should have checked down to Terry, but mistakes happen, and I just straight up with him. I told him why I did it, and glad I was honest with him. But
Right. But players don't usually win those arguments, do they?
No, not usually. No.
Just because you thought you could get it there.
Yeah, I was forcing it in there, man. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie to you, but it is what it is. JT taught me some good excuses, so
Yeah.
that's what it is. Yeah.
Were you trying to get it to Chris because he's a freshman? You just wanted to, and was.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw a shot. We didn't really call too many shots during the game, so that was just an opportunity for me to fit it in there. I felt like, and forced it, and then learn from that.
Well, can you address the elephant in the room? The elephant in the room was that scramble you had one time, and it looked like where the defense was a long way away from you, and you went into your slide. But what's just sort of your thinking now when you're running? I mean, a lot of people want to know that.
I was on the way down. I could have ran a little bit more. I watched it on film, but this week in practice, today actually, just working on running football, working on, making somebody miss in space, and just, all the tools I need to do to go make plays this week, and just gonna an open field this week, just gonna try to make more plays.
If you feel like Michigan, you had the nice scramble, and people coming in this year thought, okay, you're not JT, but you can do it if need be.
Yeah.
We really haven't seen it. What's the reason for that? Do you not feel comfortable running, or how would you explain it?
I would just say I wouldn't feel like I had an opportunity yet to have a scramble like that. Just the way that play was set up, it was man coverage, and I get a lot of zone coverage now because we throw the football so much. So on that specific scramble play last year versus Michigan, there was nobody keying on me, so I just took off. But this week we got some run packages in, and if I need to pull it, I can pull it. I had some good runs today in inside drill, so I'm excited to run the ball this week.
Do you like running, or do you not?
I do like running. I'd rather sit back and throw the football. That's what I do. But if I need to, I can do it.
Did you feel like the fact that the emphasis is more on the run game this week had any effect on you and how you performed on Saturday?
Maybe just a slight bit. We worked on a lot of red zone, third down packages. This stuff that we need to work on as far as running the football in November. But we didn't do too much passing the way we should have done. But we learned from it. Running game did really good last week, and I'm happy for O-line and the running backs. He deserved that game. So this week we'll be balanced on both.
What does it do for a team to be able to run the ball again, though? What did it? I would think you probably saw some pep in your offensive linemen last week and this week. I mean, what does it do for an offense to be able to run the ball?
Well, it means everything. It just helps out in 1st and 10. We run the football to get 5 yards down the distance is key. And just having that energy for the offensive lineman to drive off the ball, and then makes the running backs want to pass block more, catch the ball more, and they're able to run the football. So it helps out the whole offense in total.
Dwayne, is it? What was your emotion after a game like that, where I mean, you had a pretty darn good day for most quarterbacks, but after throwing for 400+ yards in the 3 games prior to that, I mean, what's your feeling after a game like that? Are you disappointed, or?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't disappointed. I'd probably just say that just learning points from that game, and that every game is an experience to learn. But not every game's going to be 400 yards passing, and just watching guys like that in the NFL, and Brady doesn't throw 400-yard games every game, but he still gets the win. So just trying to figure out what I can get better at going into the next week, and then just being excited for my guys. Even though I didn't play for myself, I feel like I didn't play great, but we still got the win. So just figuring out how I can play great and then still get the win as well.
How did you feel about the new scheme, not running so many RPOs, or maybe just being able to do what you do best and throw it and let the running backs do what they do best and running it?
Yeah, I was comfortable. Whatever game plan we got going into the week, we worked on it really hard during the practice. But we had 2 weeks of prep for Nebraska, and we were going to run that football. That's what we did.
Wayne, what is that perfect balance for you in that offense, though? Now that you've seen the kind of traditional running game that JT and Mike brought, what is that balance that you would like to see for this offense moving forward?
Just being able to run the football the way we did. Just now we can have some shots on the field, throw some deep balls, because it brings everybody up close to the line of scrimmage. But now that we're able to establish the run, I feel like it will help on third down situations, help on situations where it can be thrown or handed off. But just having that running game going just means a lot for the play calling, because you don't have to worry about running the ball, not getting any yards, calling it, and getting second long, third long situations. So just having that helps out our offense tremendously.
Dwayne, they've only had one team score 31 points against them the entire season. Probability is there that they're going to put you guys in some very difficult situations with what they do defensively. Just what's your thought, first of all, about what you've seen on tape from them, and just are you guys ready mentally that if they put you behind and down distance like you found at Purdue, are you guys going to be able to overcome that?
Yeah, I watched like 5 games already since Sunday for Michigan State. I talked to Shea Patterson. He played him earlier in the year, and just trying to figure out what they do defensively. Really blitz package team, 32 fire, Sam rifle, will fire, smoke. Just a lot of different looks they give. But just trying to figure out what we can do against those coverages and not trying to stress ourselves out, trying to call good plays, just making plays that work. So just trying to figure out how we can get into good situations and not cause ourselves to be behind the ball.
You said you talked to Shea Patterson. What's your relationship with him? Like, I mean, you just saw that response right there. Like, what's going on with that?
I've known Shea since I was in 8th grade. So we played an all-star game together, in 11, all that type of stuff. So I hit him up asking how they played defensively, and he just gave me some tips for going into this week.
Dwayne, can you just list all the famous quarterbacks you know?
Kyler? Do you know Kyler?
Yeah.
I knew it. Okay.
What was Shea's advice?
Just they play really hard. They're gonna bring a lot of different stuff. Watch their film, a lot of empty stuff. They brought 6-man pressure to 5-man protection. So we're just gonna figure out what we need to do as far as the game plan goes, and I'm going to get myself together for different type of pressures and looks I get this week.
How long did you talk to him? How long did you talk to him?
20 minutes.
When was this?
Talked to him like 12 o'clock today.
What today?
Really?
Dwayne?
Why was he helping you?
Because
they need you to lose, right? Don't they?
No, I don't wish bad upon anybody. He's doing well this year. Looking forward to playing him when we do play him, but right now it's Michigan State, so he helped me out with Michigan State.
Have you helped him this year?
I haven't talked to Shea about anybody else because he hasn't really played anybody else. Obviously, we throw 40 yards every game, and it's not going to happen, but, I want to. But I'm try to do this week.
Do you have to show a run threat yourself to be able to run against Michigan State, do you think?
Say that one more time?
Like, do you have to be a run threat, or at least show that you're a run threat against Michigan State to help your running backs this week?
Nah, I don't feel that way. Watching film on them, their ends do a great job trying to give different looks to the quarterback on running back plays that are reading the defensive linemen. So this week, if I pull one, I'm going to pull one, and I might get loose. We'll see what happens, but we'll stay tuned for that one.
Thanks, Dwayne.